What's up, guys? John Davidson here with Davidson Tech Time. So today we took the Rivian R1S out for a test drive. They were supposed to give us the tri-motor, which has 850 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds. During the video, I thought that was the one that we were actually driving because that's what we were told. But this is actually the one that we were driving right here. This is the R1S. It's the dual motor, but it has the sport package. So it is 665 horsepower, dual motor, all-wheel drive, and it's a $100,000 SUV. That thing is just amazing. So I just wanted to make this quick intro, show you guys what it is, and just to clarify some mistakes I made while talking about the actual performance of the vehicle. But either way, that thing is insane. So much fun to drive. Scared the crap out of my mom. So anyway, here's the video. Hope you like it. What's up, guys? Today we're gonna test drive a new Rivian SUV. A few of them right here. So, check out how they are, and they're all electric. They have the SUV and the truck. It's the SUV right there. This is the truck. They're pretty cool looking from the side. The front kind of looks weird, but all right, here we go.
Camera that you got a good amount of space here. Here you have more space. That side has a drain hole, so you can put it up with ice, like secure. It has sturdy body.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Close it off.
Okay,
Close.
that's cool.
Just press this for the lines.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
And those are all the cameras in the...
Yeah, so you have the one right there. You can see you have your camera right here. You have cameras sneaking, hiding on the doors. Started working here. I had never seen a 360 overhead camera in a car. And it was the first piece of technology I kind of had come into, and I couldn't explain it. So it almost felt like witchcraft, because like I drove into a parking garage and it was in the park. I was like,
And you can see, yeah, right, and you can see everything around you. It's
so
crazy.
What they do, I asked one of the techs because I was so confused, is you have I think 8 to 9 cameras around the outside of the vehicle. So what it does is it takes the camera angles and rapidly stitches them together over a digital model of what your car looks like.
Oh wow.
To give you the top-down perspective.
Wow. Yeah, because I mean, it could tell exactly what the cars are all around, and
it's my favorite thing to do when I'm parking.
It is crazy. So nice. It's crazy. Yeah, you don't even have to look at the windshield.
No, I don't look at. When I go to park now, I go like this. So this is the dual motor. So the dual motor can come with a performance upgrade, which gives you the extra horsepower in the sports drive mode.
So this is the dual motor performance upgrade.
Yeah, with the max battery pack.
Okay.
So like that's kind of the big two decisions when you're looking at Rivian, because there can be if you look at it, there's gonna be a lot of configurations. Like, what do these words mean? When you're looking at the dual motors, they come with 3 different battery packs, and then you could have basically 3 levels of power. So you could have like that one over there is what we call the dual standard, meaning that it has the dual motor.
But it's not that fast.
It's not as fast as this one, right? Okay. There's no performance upgrade. So that one has 533 horsepower, which is still a lot of horsepower.
Right. Yeah.
And then that would have like your 3 basic drive modes. So all of our vehicles have all-purpose, all-terrain snow mode.
Okay, yeah.
Right? Whereas this one has 5 because it has the performance upgrade.
Right. Okay.
And the tri-motor has 9.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah. So those are the kind of the big considerations when you're looking at our vehicles of like, how much range do I actually need for what I'm doing with my vehicle? And then how much power do I want? And that's more of a personal preference thing. I can't really tell you.
Right. I mean, I can't even imagine how good this thing would be off-road. It's awesome. And you can adjust the ride height and everything. And that's so cool.
Yeah, it's incredible. And that's why you can kind of see like this is on the sport wheels, but we also have the all-terrain wheels next door.
Right, yeah.
So if you're going to be more rugged terrain, that's where that one really shines.
Wow.
These are all-terrains.
And the all-terrain comes as a package, so you get the wheels, the underbody shield, which is like a reinforced plate.
Oh wow!
Because you're going to be probably over rugged terrain, and you get the compact spare tire in the back.
Oh, cool. So does that one have a spare tire?
That one does not, but it would be in the same spot. So if you come over here, can see, this one looks a little bit different. It has the full compact kit.
Gotcha.
It has the little insert right here. So that's the
Right.
air compressor kit. So this one, because it's all-terrain, has the air compressor built in.
And
so
that-
you can...
I saw that one in the front.
wow, that's
yeah. That one has a first aid kit, the air compressor, and everything in the front.
Yeah, so it's like a portable
Right,
kit versus the one that's built in,
Right.
which is really helpful. And like a lot of those, like, you know, you can get the air compressor without the all-terrain upgrade, but it's always paired with it.
Okay, I love it.
Yeah, it's pretty.
The headlights in the front aren't the greatest looking, but they've kind of grown on me.
I will say, they
In
grow
10
on you
minutes.
pretty quickly. The more you look at them, and what I like is this is our new dynamic lighting bar. So what this does is it gives you adaptive high beams, which means that these
really?
lights can move and pivot. So like if you're driving
Oh,
at
wow.
night, you're probably used to automatic beams where they'll flicker off and flicker back on.
Right.
With these, they just change the conical shape.
Oh,
so you're not
wow.
going to blind the person in the lane across from you, but you don't lose visibility.
Wow.
Yeah, and then there's going to be more feature updates to make them more impressive.
Right,
as we
right.
go. And then you also can see you have an LED strip right here. So if you
Okay.
take a look, you can get close. You know, it says like 30, 40, 50. So when you plug
Oh,
your
yeah,
car
yeah.
in, it's like a little health bar.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you can use this as as basically a big giant generator battery pack.
Yeah, so you can use the outlets for anything, but also when you plug it in to charge the car,
Oh, to charge the car.
it'll tell you I'm at 50%.
Oh.
I'm at 60%.
Oh, wow. That's
So like, it's
awesome.
nice so you can like walk by at a glance and see where you're at.
Right, without having to get in and check it.
And then it
How long
also
does it take
allows
to charge it up?
It depends on what like kind of charger you're using. If you're using what we call a wall charger that you can have at your home, typically overnight.
Okay.
If you're at on a
Supercharger
road
or
trip,
something?
Right.
supercharger, depending on your battery pack, I say it averages around 30 minutes,
Okay.
depending on how much you're charging.
Right.
But
But from like dead to full.
they kind of do 10 to 80. So with fast chargers, you kind of go up to 80% and stop because it basically, if you think of like an empty movie theater, when
Right.
all the seats are empty, it's really easy to sit down. But like as it's 80% full, you want to make sure you're filling the empty spots and not sitting on someone else. So
Okay.
to prevent overloading your battery, it'll start to slow down the rate.
Okay.
Typically, like the road trip planner, we will advise you to like go up to between 75 and 80, then get back on the road because that's the most efficient use of your time.
Okay.
But you can charge to 100% on a wall charger.
Okay.
Sure.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then depending on how much you need that day, you can set limits. Like I usually charge my car to like 70 or 75%, and I really only charge to 100% before I go on a road trip.
Okay. And those are all the cameras in the.
Yeah, so you have the one right there. You can see you have your camera right here. You have cameras sneaking, hiding on the doors.
Yeah, I saw that. So you could see they're almost like
Here,
the ditch light
here,
cameras.
Here.
Yeah, you could see for when you're off roading what obstacles. and
Yeah,
everything
or even
that
if you're
going
parallel
on.
parking, you can check your lines.
Right. Right. Okay.
Here's your front trunk,
Yeah.
which is I forgot I had it for the first week, and then I got used to like using it for groceries and stuff. Like, for the first week, I was just so used to like being like an engine block.
Yeah. Right. Right. Exactly.
You know,
There's
and
just so
then
much room in here.
one of my favorite
and he
things
said
to do-
he said it's a cooler too.
Yeah,
right?
so in the bottom corner here, see that stem right there?
Yeah.
So basically the water will condense on that stem,
Okay.
and we call it a gravity drain because as the water builds up, it'll basically, this little flap will
Oh, it
pop
does it by
open
itself.
and it drains out.
Oh,
So
wow.
my favorite thing to use it for is a cooler because as the ice melts, it drips out the bottom. Just like
Wow.
you could cool it, what would be like from your AC
Right,
unit, same thing.
That is awesome.
So we've done events where we put ice in here. I've done it when I've gone camping. Great.
This thing is awesome.
Yeah. And that's your portable charger. So that lets you plug your car into a standard outlet or a high voltage 240 outlet. We call it NEMA 1450. So you can use outlets to charge your car or a wall charger at home. Wall charger is always going to be the fastest.
Right.
But depending on how much you drive, like I had a couple customers who are work from home and maybe go to the office once a week.
Okay.
So they already had like the NEMA 1450 high voltage outlet in their garage. And they're like, it's like, well, I don't know if you need a faster charge because
Right.
you're not driving too terribly
Right.
far all the time.
Right.
Right.
And then if you are driving far, you're usually going to visit your family in another state, so you know that's happening. So you can have
Right.
the
So you
time
get
to-
ready for
Yeah,
right.
exactly. So it always depends on oh, that's where your windshield wiper fluid goes. Yeah, so if you lift up right here, that's where only fluid you have to really deal with, which is nice.
Yeah, that's awesome. So no
that's The
oil.
only fluid there is.
Yeah.
Right?
No oil. No.
You're not
None of
using your
that.
brake pads every time you stop. You're
Yeah.
using engine
Yeah. That
braking.
regen braking is really strong. It works
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
It took a
it's-
second to get used to. 'Cause
Oh
the-
yeah, it does.
the-
It's like driving a golf cart.
yeah, the Tesla is, it has it, but it's not nearly as like pronounced as this.
Yeah, that's why I always like to start people on low to get used to it. But once you get the hang of it, it's
Yeah,
pretty.
it's awesome. You don't ever now the brake lights come on
Always.
What? Okay.
Yeah, you can kind of see it on your display screen. They'll come
Yeah,
on.
I saw that. Yeah.
But so no matter how your car slows down, after it slows down a certain rate over a certain interval of time, it'll always put your brake lights on, whether you're using your brake pedal or you're using engine braking.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I didn't have to touch the brake pedal at all.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So your brake pads, you don't have to change those nearly as frequently.
So what is the like for the battery? Yeah, for the batteries. I mean, I guess there's no maintenance. How long is the battery life on them?
Well, you have a warranty for 8 years to 125,000 miles.
Okay.
So you're in warranty for a pretty long time. And then typically, like, batteries don't just stop working or start to have problems.
Right.
You just might see the overall
Declining.
capacity decline a little bit.
So this was the Rivian R1S, 650 horsepower, dual motor sport package.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. And then
All right, so we put it in drive. This is our little screen right
It
here.
didn't come over by itself.
This is the gear shifter. This is our windshield washer. All right, set the mirror, and we're off. Now we'll put it in drive again. Oh look, it tells me all the vehicles that are nearby. That's exactly what's around us. When I let off the brake, it's doing the regenerative braking. So, ooh, that's a lot of regenerative braking right there. Normally you can adjust them. Not sure how to do it in this yet. I'll have to figure that out when we get back because I want to enjoy my test drive. Good Lord, I didn't even give it all of it at all.
Good, don't.
This thing is crazy. Wow, this is nice. I can't believe everything feels so smooth. I don't know where the map went with the GPS. Wow,
Because I put on books.
Wow, I let off the brakes and it just stops. I mean, I let off the gas and it just stops. I'm not touching anything right now. My foot's completely off of it. I'm not sure how to get back to the map. Okay. Here's my side view mirror down here, this little screen with my blinkers on. This thing feels really smooth. You have to get used to that braking because when you let off, it really grabs, but that's going to regenerate your power to charge your battery back up so that you get further in between stations without having to go find a charge station every once in a while. So this thing, I mean, it really brakes a lot. I drove my buddy's Tesla before and that did the same thing, but nowhere near as strong. It's so quiet. All you hear is a little
Being on a sailboat.
Whoa. The wiper just came on automatically. A tiny little drop of water touched the windshield.
John.
So, of course, with the all-electric, you have instant torque. I'm sure there's different modes for this. It looks like it's in standard right now. And I'm not quite sure how to change it. Oh, here we go, drivetrain. All-purpose. Let's try, sport. Now that's gonna give us a more like a car suspension, I would imagine. It changes the suspension. You can adjust the ride height apparently. Oh wow, that's cool. Ride height lowest. Okay, ride feel, soft, firm, soft or firm. Reagan, which is, oh, that's the regen. Reagan. Regen. Okay, so now I'm letting off and it's still grabbing, but not as much. Low, let's see how low does. Low, it still grabs a good bit, but it's not as much. So the regen is on high. We'll put that on standard for right now. Stability reduced on, stability reduced. Ride height, let's do all terrain once. Off-road drive modes are not intended for paved roads. Okay, wow. Are you getting all this? Snow. I can hear something changing in there. Soft sand. Never mind, I'm assuming that that's gonna lock up our differential, and we certainly don't want to do that on this paved road. I need that now. So that's in sport mode. We just did just a little touch of the gas. I didn't even quite floor it. The acceleration in this thing is just unbelievable. Unbelievable. So we're gonna try that again.
No, we're not.
We're gonna get my mama's look.
No, we're not. No, please don't. Please.
It's like a roller coaster. So we have all these different drive modes. All purpose, I'm assuming, is just for, you know, your general everyday driving. Ride height, auto. Ride height lowers at 45 miles per hour, so, oh wow.
Damn. Whoa.
So the front of this thing, it's actually adjusting.
We're moving up and down.
Yeah, it's actually adjusting its ride height right now.
Wow.
Standard, low. You can see on the screen what it's doing. Or
Wow.
we can put it on auto.
Can other people out there see what this is doing?
Yes, Mom. This is on auto. So we'll just leave it there. So you can see my blinker. When I turn on the blinkers, you can actually see either side mirror in
Wow.
on the dash, which is pretty awesome.
Alright, that's shit.
This thing is amazing. Let's put it back in sport mode.
Well,
I can't believe how powerful this thing is. So this is the tri-motor,
for electric.
850 horsepower. And it rides really, really well. Again, our little screen for our mirror, so you really don't have to take your eyes off the road at all, which is pretty amazing. And I'm not touching the brake at all. This thing, with the regenerative braking, it just stops. And then it goes.
John! Alright, stop! Isn't it not supposed to skid?
It only did it for a second.
Why did I come?
This thing is incredible. If I
Don't do it on any curves.
had the funds, I would certainly get one.
If I had the funds, I would too.
So it has a 410 mile range with an electric vehicle. This is the tri-motor, again, 450 horsepower. I'm sorry, 850 horsepower, 410 mile range. So we're gonna go ahead and turn around right here. That regenerative braking really grabs. Alright, put it in reverse. Now here's our backup camera down here. And this is showing a three-dimensional surrounding of the actual vehicle. So I'm in drive right now, as you can see, and you can actually go ahead and hit this camera and use the camera that is your backup camera at any time. This is how you open the door. There is a manual lever right here, but there's this button that just push. These doors are really heavy. They feel nice and solid. Just push that button, unlocks.
Really? Yeah.
It's all your windows. Feels like a really well-made vehicle. Seats are well made. Everything's really nice in here. You've got your back cup holders, room for 3 in the back, and then 2 more in the 3rd row. Oh wow, you have digital climate controls right here for your back passengers with their own music settings, light settings, power settings, and of course climate control, heated seats. Probably has air conditioned seats, but I'm not sure. Has a compass back here so they know that you're not lost. This thing is awesome.
It really is. I want one.
Oh wow, so look, I hit this button right here and it's showing us
Made you disappear.
different camera views. I guess that, oh wow, it has a camera on the front. Wow, that's cool. Front view. And then again, you have this spatial picture right here, which I'm looking at. You can actually change. Oh wow, it has one on the camera, so you can see your tires for off-roading. That is awesome. Look at that, Mom. Look. So you can see your tires if you're going off-road. You can see obstacles that you're going over.
Oh wow.
Right where like your ditch lights would be pointed or something, you actually have cameras that will show you that. You can see the front, you can see the rear, and you know, basically instead of having to have a spotter while you're off-roading, you can, you know, use your camera system, which is pretty amazing. All right.
Not responsible for filming Mom screaming.
This thing is just amazing. Feels nice and responsive, nice and tight. It's in sport mode right now. Obviously, we won't be able to try any off-roading or anything. Our battery's at 84%. Here's our little mirror. We're gonna go ahead and make this right-hand turn. And I can see everything that's next to me with a nice wide field of vision. Somebody's sending me. Some guy over here is giving me the finger, and
Why?
I don't know. Maybe he's jealous he's not in a $100,000 SUV. That guy right there.
And the black one?
Yep.
Move up some, I can't see. He really gave you the finger? Wow.
Yep. He's not even from here. He's from Virginia.
Alright, swipe. Peasy.
So, this thing, even doing 30 miles an hour, will spin tires.
Yeah, shouldn't be gripping.
And you can see right here that it's actually showing me, it must have a camera on the roof. It's actually showing me, everything. You could literally look at that screen and drive. showing me everything in front of me. I'm not sure if it has auto braking for when you get too close to somebody. No kind of warnings or anything like that, which is weird. Yeah, you would think that it would, especially with the front cameras and stuff. So we can turn on the front camera while we're driving. Yeah, look at that. So we can see the car behind us. We can see us on this virtual road. How it does that, I guess it has a 360-degree camera somehow at the top. And then, let's see if we can switch the camera view here. I guess you can only do the rear view while you're driving. Oh wait, no, I'm hitting the wrong button. That's the front view. So I can see people in front of me. And then I could go ahead and have all the way on the sides and the front. All those cameras right now. This thing is stupid fast. Pull it next to a Ferrari. So I never have to hit the brakes. Once you get used to it, look at this line you can see right here in this. I mean, you can see that there's two trucks next to us, and that's awesome with this clear sunroof. Doesn't open, but the entire roof is glass, so you can see right next to us. That's exactly what is around us, and I guess it's showing the brake lights on even though I'm not hitting the brakes. So with the regen braking, it just automatically does it. Hold is what it's called. Here's all the way around us with the cameras. We can go ahead and look at the car behind us also. See that truck pulling up? This thing is amazing. Amazing. I want one. It's really touchy with the braking. I guess if you're going slower, it just kind of grabs. But if you're going faster, it's a little bit better because it doesn't grab as much, because you have more speed, so it's less of a jolt on you. It's really quiet in here. I mean, it's crazy with no engine sound.
Shit, John! John! Really? For real?
I do it. Just changing lanes. So if any of you guys are thinking about buying a Rivian SUV or truck, I would highly, highly, highly recommend it. No, I know they don't have many service centers, but I know that there are more, so they're planning on making more. This is a little. So we're going 20 right now.
Mother, father, John!
I didn't go over the speed limit.
My head hit the seat like this.
You gotta start with your head back there. All right, we gotta get this thing back. But it's amazing. Actually, no, I'm sorry. I think it's like 2.1 seconds. I'll have to look again. I took a picture of it that I'll put in the video. But I can tell you it gets there fast, that's for sure. And it's just instant torque. I mean, instant.
One time my head went back, my tongue went out.
So I did it one time and I lost my
This is the tri-motor 850 horsepower.
And
You
the
can
tri-motor
tell.
always comes with a max battery.
Okay.
So it's like you have the dual, you have options of different battery pack sizes. The tri will always come with the max battery pack.
Okay.
And then it comes with a different looking interior. We call it the Ascend interior.
Okay.
The one we were just in was called Adventure. So
Nice.
there's a couple different color options.
So that's the dual motor with the silver brake caliper. That's your tri-motor with the yellow one. And what color is this?
This is called Storm Blue.
Storm
This is
Blue.
one of our newer colors that's only available on the tri-motor.
Okay. Only available on the tri-motor.
Just kind of make a grip and push up.
Okay.
And then for the middle row, you have two options. You can use the lever at the base, or you can use the button on the shoulder.
Okay.
I tend to use the button and just kind of push up. You like hit it, give it a second, hold it. There you go.
Okay.
And you kind of hear the
Gotcha.
release.
Okay.
And then you can use the lever to exactly, and then you can have your middle arm.
Right. Okay.
And then the other thing is, you have a sneaky outlet hiding under here.
Oh,
You have a
really?
120.
Okay.
So you have one in the trunk area, which the back seat can utilize, and you have one right here that the front row and the middle row can utilize.
Cool. So in the back we got 120 here, and in the back.
You have
Awesome.
4 USB-C ports too. Thing besides like a purse or a jacket, you can
Okay.
charge at the same time.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, this thing is. I love it. I love
Yeah,
it.
it's pretty good.
What's the price on it?
I think it starts at $74.9, I believe, and goes up depending on
How about
big.
this one with the tri-motor 850?
So this is not the tri-motor. This is is this the tri-motor?
Yeah, this is the tri-motor.
No, this is dual performance.
Oh, this is dual performance? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this
This
isn't
has-
even the tri-motor.
This isn't even the fastest yet. This
Oh.
one has 665 horsepower,
Okay.
0 to 16 3.5 seconds.
Okay.
The tri would be 850, 0 to 16 2.9.
Okay.
But this one is a performance. It's the dual mode with the performance upgrade, which is giving you that extra horsepower.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
this one, it would depend on the battery pack size. Usually you can get the performance upgrade with either a launch pack or a max pack. This one happens to be max. So I think what interior and paint you got.
Okay.
If you have a car that you own that's combustion or a hybrid, and you end up getting a Rivian, you can qualify for that discount because you're moving towards electric.
Right. Okay. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
so to help with electric adoption. So
So with the range on this one, I know he said it was 410. Is
Yeah.
that for the tri-motor or is that for this one?
that's for this one.
Okay.
So the tri-motor has a little bit of a different range estimate just because you have an extra motor
Right.
and there's a couple more drive modes.
Right.
So
So is it a little less?
Yeah,
Right.
so this vehicle like has 2 motors, so you're always in all-wheel drive. So all purpose is your most efficient drive mode.
Okay.
And the tri-motor, since you have 3, you have an extra mode called conserve,
Okay.
which puts you in front-wheel drive. Really good if you're on the highway on a long-distance trip.
Right.
So in all-purpose, the tri gets around 370,
Okay.
but when you put it in conserve, it's between 400 and 405, depending how efficiently you drive.
Okay.
So
This thing, it has so much storage space. It's crazy. I know. That, and then
Yeah.
the whole trunk up front.
oh yeah, I
front.
just love that you can do this and like make it like cohesive. So if you pull
Oh, yeah.
something down, it just goes forward.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, it's
that's
flexible.
cool. Okay.
So
What
yeah,
is
if
it?
you do like,
Instead of having it flat and having it in the way. Yeah.
so you can have it so there's not a bump,
Right.
right?
Wow.
There's like little design things like that that I think
Right.
make it really ergonomic.
The flashlight in the door. What? That's
yeah.
amazing.
So our wonderful design team in the very beginning went out to like a lot of parking lots and we're doing surveys. And the thing that people tend to add to their car the most were flashlights and some kind of extra removable speaker or Bluetooth speaker.
Right.
So we offer the camp speaker, which can be in the middle instead of that
Is that the one that's
storage
playing in there?
door. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Awesome.
So where
okay.
that middle storage door is, you can have it to be a storage door or a removable speaker,
Oh wow.
depending on what you prefer.
Okay.
Yeah,
This thing is awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
it's lovely.
Yeah. So these are the buttons right here.
Yeah.
Bam.
Bam.
Flip down the seat. Bam. Flip down the seat. I
It's
love
super
it.
fun.
I love it.
And then, like, it's so much space. It's over
There's
6
so
feet
much.
of space.
Yeah, so much space. I
Like,
could live in
people-
this thing.
We sell like, we sell a tent that goes on top, but like,
Oh really?
you can like,
Yeah. I
people
mean,
use it for camping inside.
this would be perfect because it has the tailgate too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like,
Instead
you
of
can-
having just the trunk that lifts up.
Yeah, you can just plug in whatever you need here.
Exactly, and then
Right?
have an extra little, little
Yeah.
whatever solar generator.
Yeah, and then it has its own camp mode, so because it has that air suspension, it can auto level itself.
Oh,
so
wow.
Even if you're parked on uneven ground, but
Okay.
maybe you want to sleep in the cabin, it would auto level the interior cabin so it's level, so you're not rolling around.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's a lot of cool stuff.
That is awesome.
And that could be like, if you're doing a long weekend camp, sure, but also it can be fun like if you're just like going to someone's hill in their backyard and you're like gonna watch the sunset and you want to lay down.
Right.
And you
Yeah.
don't want to be crooked.
Exactly.
So like, I always say there's a lot of cool features that like
Yeah.
can be very adventurous, but the adventure can be whatever you want it to be,
For sure.
which is pretty rad.
So how
That is
long
the
this
Ocean
been?
Coast interior
Very first
with the
models
Arctic white.
hit the road in I think late far as the team that did some of the first deliveries in our areas, more in our areas, like early.
Just beautiful.
Yeah. So that means the car is unlocked. So, for example, if I tap the key card to the driver door handle, this is the wrong car,
Right.
it would fold everything in. Or if I put the car into drive, they'd all fold in.
Right. So these are the R1T trucks. Got your little racks on there. I love this white color. Here's, I think that's about a 5-foot bed. Got a built-in air compressor back here. Very nice, very nice. R1S, the matte gray finish. That's beautiful. That's got some serious tires on it. And that is the tri-motor with the yellow calipers. Couple other color options over here. That's the blue, the red. Alright guys, that about does it. We're out of here. I hope you enjoyed it, and man, if you're looking at Rivians at all, I highly recommend it. It is well thought out, it's incredibly fast, very comfortable, very luxurious feeling, but not over the top, and I had an awesome time. Scared my mom to death. So anyway, if you like drones, technology, anything outdoors, and like this video, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.